Hey guys, Gina here. I am going to scrapbook this photo today of my nieces. These are their summer 2013 pictures, and you see the sandcastle, and they're like at the beach, and it's so cute. They're not actually at the beach, they're in a photo studio, but it kind of looks like they're at the beach. So we're gonna scrap that picture today, and I have this Jolie's Boutique border pack, and you see the sandcastles there. I thought that was awesome, so I can get rid of some of that. And I have three collections I pulled out. I have Crate Paper the Pier, so I'm going to take a look at those papers. I have some of the Studio Calico Atlantic collection, so I'm going to take a look at some of those and see if that works. And I also pulled out the Cartabella Beach Boardwalk collection, so we'll go through that and see if any of that works. And that is all I pulled out. So this one embellishment and these papers, and then we will see what we use as embellishment as we go on. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Hey guys, I started this layout by going through the paper pack. This is the Cartabella Beach Boardwalk collection pack, and I really like the colors. I felt that they matched my photo pretty well. The girls are both wearing matching clothes. They have a little tank top on that has a little red crab on it, and they're wearing khaki pants, and it's a dark blue shirt. So I really liked this. I really like the Cartabella Beach Boardwalk collection better than I liked the other two that I had sitting on my desk. And I did pull the stickers from the Studio Calico collection, but I didn't end up using any of them. I really liked initially this little thing here that says summer days are here, that orange card at the bottom of this cut apart sheet. I really liked it. I thought, even though there's not a lot of orange or yellow in the photo, I felt like the colors contrasted enough so that it would work out well. And then I also thought I was going to use that awesome cut apart card as well, but I did not. So I gravitate initially right towards this starburst paper, this kind of starburst looking paper. And I know I want to use that sandcastle border that I have from Jolie's Boutique, and it's just a matter of lining it all up to see how I like it. So I'm sitting here thinking about things, and I'm also looking at, this is another set. This is from, who made those? These are K & Company travel icons, where that tree came from, and I really liked the palm tree over the girls there. And it was a good thing that I did, because I adhered it right to that photo, and there was going to be no lifting that photo up. So right now I'm thinking that there just needs to be some paper that needs to ground this photo a little bit. It's kind of, what do you call it? It's floating, if you will, in the center of that starburst. So I really want to pull something like a border or something into this layout to kind of ground it down and give it some place to sit, if you will. And I'm going through it, I'm looking at the border strips that come on these different sticker sheets, and none of them are working for me. What I'm eventually going to do, and here I'm sitting here thinking about it, what I'm eventually going to do is pull out some scraps, and I think I'm going off to get them now. Here we go. So I pulled out some orange scrap, some red scraps, and then I was like, I wanted to play up that orange, because I knew I wanted to use that orange tag, and I just had this paper. It's so old. I bought that paper in 2008, and I just had this 12 by, I guess it's like 2-inch strip of it, just in the scraps that I've had. I've had that paper since I started scrapbooking. And now I'm going through the rest of my orange scraps to see if there's anything else that I want to use, but it turns out that I only use that one piece of pattern paper on this starburst paper. I didn't want to cover up a lot of the starburst. I really wanted everyone to know that it was there. So I didn't want to cover so much of it up. So I'm still looking for things to add to give some linear direction, some horizontal direction to this. And I thought I would use that tag that says smile there, and I'm just pulling out a bunch of embellishments that I keep next to my desk. That I could use, and I'm just going through. There's some some fabric stickers there. There's some frames and things like that. I'm going to cut the border strip off now, and I've decided at this point that there was going to only be this one strip of additional pattern paper on this layout. And I'm just using my mat behind it to get it as straight as I can. And then I'm going to put the picture down right away with my tree because I liked how that looked. I really liked how the tree was, and I really wanted to use this smile tag. I got that free from I think I bought it was one of those things where if you placed an order with 2 Ps, they sent you like a free gift, and I think that's Smile, or it came in a kit. I did not purchase it. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to pull this border strip up, and I don't want it to go across the bottom of the photo because there's already a sandcastle in the photo itself. The hardest thing about using this border strip here is the fact that it has like a real sand texture on it, like it has actual like sand, I guess, at the bottom, and it made it a little difficult to cut, and then like the pieces were like, falling off. So I'm going to layer that around on both sides of the photo there. And still trying to use that tag that says smile, but it ends up not being used on the layout. I'm actually going to use a basic gray tag up there. This is some things from Ormolu. They're called Go Fabric Swatches. And I really like that arrow. And seeing that arrow on the bottom of the page gives me my title and what I'm going to use for my embellishments down on that bottom part. I'm going to go as far as to put foam adhesive on the back of this smile tag, and I'm not going to use it. I'm going to stick it up there, and I still don't like it. I think what I don't like about it is that the background paper is white and this that smile tag is cream. I think that's what I don't like about it. Because this Ormolu tag there is in fabric, I used Thermoweb tape. I actually went to Michael's and looked at the name of the tape, and it's called Thermoweb. I think that's who makes it. And so there's that dark blue stripe all the way up in the right-hand corner, in the upper right-hand corner. So I wanted to bring that dark blue down to the bottom left. And then like I said, I used that red tape because typically on fabric, I use that tape. And then I thought here I was going to add the title to the beach, and then I decide that it doesn't have enough contrast with the yellow that's already there, that orangey kind of yellow that's already there. So I'm going to take that off and start again. And here's where I decide I'm just going to use a bunch of arrows on the bottom of this layout. So you can see I have them all over my hands. And I'm going to just put a bunch of arrows, and then I'm going to add my title down there to the beach. And I'm looking at different sticker options for the title here. And I'm actually going to pull out its October Afternoon Fly a Kite Schoolroom Alphas, and they're in all different sort of colors. I'm looking through my alpha stickers now. These are my 12 by 12 sheet of alpha stickers that I have out right here. And then my fabric ones from, who makes those? Prima, I think. And I'm just going through and looking at them all. And here's where I decide that I'm going to use that. That's the October Afternoon one. And I'm like, I haven't used this in a while. And it takes, it's got like that rainbow colors in it that, takes up. The only problem with these kind of stickers I find is I have to go back and forth a little bit because they don't have all of the designs in all of the letters. And so like I didn't want that H, because that H was a polka dot in a light blue. I didn't want that H on top of the light blue stripe and things like that. And then I'm realizing that I'm crooked. So I'm going to pull out my what do you call that? T-square ruler. And I'm going to line it up so that it makes my letters a little bit straighter. This is actually a pretty quick layout. It didn't take me very long at all. I don't have the exact time it took, but I will get that for you and put it probably on the blog. It'll probably be over on the website, on the blog link, if I ever get blog links up for these recent layouts I've done. And again, it's just going through, and I knew that E was going to fall on that blue, and I didn't have another E that I thought fit because the rest of them were pink, and the H that I had was pink. So it was a lot of, and I didn't want to use green because there's no other green except for the tree, I guess. So it ends up that darker turquoise, that darker light blue, if you will, does end up on the light blue stripe, and I wanted to avoid that, but in the end, I didn't have the letters to avoid that, so there it goes. And now I'm going to go through the rest of the things that I have laying on my desk to see what I'm going to use. There's this sticker here that says scatter sunshine, which I thought was good to go with the whole summer theme. And I'm going to put some dimensional adhesive and wrap that, kind of lay that on top of the tree stem. And that's from Amy Tangerine from American Crafts. And then I have that starfish that I'm going to put down to put in that space where the, to the beach has some space above the word beach. So I use that little starfish to put that in there. And then I'm looking for some other embellishments that I want to add. And at some point I'm going to realize that that smile is not working, so I'm going to get rid of it, but it doesn't happen for a little bit. And here are some more fabric stickers. There are some fabric heart stickers from Amy Tangerine that I'm going to use. And there's some more of them, just to put some hearts around the layout. And there's a sticker, it says delightful, and it has clouds. I thought that worked with the tree, so I'm just going to put that down. And then I'm going to have to put some dimensional adhesive behind it because it's sticking up off of that cardboard shape. What do you call them? Cardstock? No. What do they call it? Chipboard. There we go. Chipboard shape. The tree is a chipboard shape. I'm still thinking about that smile. Here, here's where I go away. I'm like, nah, I don't want that smile there. And then I realize I have nowhere to put journaling, so we need to work on that. So. These are some basic gray canvas tags from the Hopscotch collection, so they're really old, but they have they have the heart theme on them and the arrows. So I added the hearts and the arrows on the page, and that tag had it, and again, it's not white, but it's not so cream. There's enough, it's not trying to be white, if that makes any sense, where that cream tag with the smile on it almost looked like there was too much cream with that next to that stark white, where I felt this was more of a gray. It's got more of a, not really a gray, but it's like a softer beige, or a softer, like a more neutral color, I guess is what I'm trying to say, than what that smile tag looked like. So I felt like it looked better up there. I put that little chipboard bird up there, and then some washi tape with some clouds on it, and I'm going to do some journaling in this orange pen. It's a Sharpie, of course. And then I don't like that orange, it's too light, so then I'm going to pull out the second orange, and then I'm going to do it. This is a Bic Market pen. I don't have that. Yeah, it's Sunset Orange is what it's called. And then I'm going to add this to the layout. And then at this point, I really feel like the layout, I'm going to put some pop dots underneath that tag, as you can see there. And then I don't really do a whole lot more to this layout. It's pretty much done. I'm going to look at it for a while before I decide that I'm finished with it, but it really is pretty much done. I'm looking at it now just to make sure that everything's straight and adhered down. Put some more glue behind that chipboard shape of that tree. And basically, I mean, here I could have cut a lot of this off at the end. Basically, I'm just making sure that everything's straight and seeing if it needs more embellishment. And then I'm going to be like, nope, I'm done. And here's the final picture of it. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them below and I'll try to get back to you. And otherwise, I hope you guys are having a great day and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.